Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the KFX YouTube channel. Welcome back to a new video. So this week's video is going to be a bit different. It's going to be like a weekly review of the trades that I've entered with the GOT, what I've entered personally and that I've given to my students within the members zone. Just so you guys can see a bit of a different perspective of things. Not just giving you, predictions and stuff, because what's the point of me just giving you predictions? I think you guys should see actually what we get up to and what we do during the week. But yeah, so let me know if you guys like this video. Obviously, I do give quite a lot of free content out on YouTube, but that's going to be reduced over the coming weeks and months. So yeah, if you guys do want to get involved with the team, I'd get involved now, just for the pure fact that once I cut the videos from YouTube, everyone's going to start joining, because they obviously want the content. It's just how it is. So this is just a video to show you kind of like a day in the life of being in the group from last week and what we got up to. So CAD Swiss, I gave this out on Wednesday for the guys in the midweek update. So I'm basically going to explain my analysis to you guys, and then we can just take it from there. So yeah, so let me just delete this real quick. So 1.6%, I'm currently up on this, but let me just clear this and then we can see what's going on. So we have trend line, which is the first thing that we do. That is the wrong one. So we have trend line, which is the first thing that we do. We got one touch here, two touch here, looking for the third touch. If I go down to the 4-hour time frame, it just makes it a bit clearer. You can see my alert, I've left it on, well, it was left on since basically when it got triggered. What was it? Fibonacci, so last significant low to last significant high. So the last significant low would be there for me, and then the last significant high would have finished here. Okay, I said to you guys, wait for this retracement into our golden zone. Look what happened. Came into our golden zone, came into structure. Okay, you can see structure here. Look at this, all this, resistance, and now acting as support. I go over this again and again and again in the videos. You can see, look, this structure point it's been holding all this time. Okay. So look, if you go back to the videos I give out, you can see all these confluences and you can see how they align. Okay. And then I go onto the 8-hour time frame and I can see that the 8-hour EMA has been respected. Look, previous support, resistance again. Why is it resistance? Because it came up, touched it, and then went to the downside. Then it broke above it, and it started out to support. So more often than not, and I predicted this would happen, it's going to act to support once again. And what happened? Price came down to the region that I gave out, and then it acted to support. Okay, so we utilize this, and I utilize these patterns, and I basically predicted that this was going to come into this region, and it was going to have a reversal. I've got the before and after screenshots of this from the video, so I'm going to upload this to Instagram probably tonight, just as like a before and after, so you guys can see with real time, so I'm not making it up, so you guys can see that before and after and how I got the analysis. Obviously not everyone was going to enter this because people look for different things, but we waited for rejections here on the 4-hour time frame. Even on the 2-hour you can see clearly, and you would have had a nice entry from here. Currently up 1 point, I think my stops was a bit wider, so I think my stops were beneath this, so some of the guys would have been up, I think it was like 1.7%, so something like that, but we're looking for a 3.4, it's a 3.4 ratio. So how many pips is that? That's like, obviously it's only 65 pips, but the thing is it's all about percentages. So if you're up 1.2%, just 2% of your account, because we risk 1% to gain X amount. So yeah, it's looking really nice. Obviously we've taken 50% off the table here because we take half of 50% of our position at the 0% Fibonacci. Our stops are break even because we put our stop losses our stops to break even at 50 pips when it's 50 pips in profit. So this is currently running risk free, so happy days. We've already banked some pips, so yeah, this is looking decent. And I gave this out Wednesday, so we at Uda Bank basically need 2% off this trade alone. So that's CAD Sheaf. CAD JPY gave this out. It's looking a bit funky right now because we got entries from this region here, but let me show you and explain how we got this. Okay, so let me delete this real quick. One touch there, or you can even start here if you want to. One touch, two touch, looking for the third touch, which is what occurred. If I go into the 4-hour time frame, I get my Fibonacci tool. Okay, last significant low to last significant high. What happened? Price came into our golden zone once again. Like I said, it always does, and it always basically does. Okay, you guys need to back test this and see what's going on. We got previous structure, so look, support here, add to support again, add to support again. So that's looking decent, so you can stick down here, this region. Okay, what happened? Price retraced into our golden zone. It retraced into the 8-hour EMA, touched it, as I said before. Because look, we can see the 8-hour EMA is acting as dynamic support here. It's basically support here. You can see couldn't break beneath it. So what's probability dictating to me that it's going to act as support once again? So our take profits were up here. Thank you very much. And then obviously our stops just beneath this. So I said to the guys I was looking for like 3 2-hour ejections. We had that occurred, so that's why my entry was up here, because it actually occurred up here. So my entry was up here due to the fact that it came into our zone, but we saw the rejections from was a bit higher up. So you know, I'm only up 1.6% on this. 1.6%. Stops at break even, which is 50 pips in profit. So that's fine, but yeah, 1.6% up on this, and obviously I'll be closing half of the position when it gets to the 0% Fibonacci. So it's obviously quite close right now, but I'll be nearly closing out, another 2% on this. Hopefully on market opening or come Monday. So we had, what confidence did we have to take a trade here? We had golden fib zone, psych level 8500 just beneath this. We had structure, we had 8-hour EMA, we had ascending trend line, and we had candlestick rejection. So that's 6 reasons to take this trade. Euro AUD gave us out on a couple of weeks ago. I think it was like last week, or I've been talking about this for a couple of weeks now, because we had the week DMA being respected, we had our golden fib zone being respected, 71% being respected. Here, all these rejections on the weekly time frame, and then what happened? We had this massive sell-off to the downside. All these rejections on the daily, and then we had the massive sell-off. So I'm up 1% on that currently. Gave this out to the guys. USD CAD. We are in this one. So basically, all I did was on the 8-hour time frame, I can see that there's a descending trend line. You can see it's been holding for since July, so nearly 2 months now. We can see the 8-hour EMA is acting as dynamic resistance. Look, it came up to it, couldn't break above it, broke down, came up next to it, broke down, couldn't break above it, broke down, and this has been happening constantly. So when it came up again to it, and it came up to our psych level let me show you, 1.31500, and this structure zone here, previous support, then acted as resistance, then I knew, and had the 8-hour EMA, I knew that this was going to have a sell-off. Okay, guess what I predicted? I predicted this, gave out to the guys. Now our stops at break even, and we can't take a loss. We entered off these rejections, this slowdown that I talk about, and I give all those kind of why I'm looking for that particular rejection. I give that out to the guys. I'm obviously not going to give it here because it's YouTube. But yeah, so this is another 1.3% running risk free from last week. So overall, from all these trades, I'm up 5.4% from just basically majority of that's from last week. Obviously, I didn't. So the team's up 5.4%. So you know, if you can do that consistently week in week out, you know, you can do the math. You can figure out how many pips you're going to be making. Obviously, some weeks are better than others. So to be honest with you, the last couple of weeks have been a bit slow, just because August is a very slow month, just because you know, the big banks aren't really trading that much money. A lot of people are on holiday, and you know, September, October, November is when it really starts picking up. You know, to me, October, November is usually my best trading months, and September is usually quite good as well. But yeah, so that's just giving you an idea of like the strategy in play. So that's like a review of like the week, how we get these trades, how we catch them. It's not just off some bullshit signals. I don't do that. I do actual analysis with actual explanations, with an actual strategy, which I use week in, week out. You know, you can go back and look at my videos from 4 months ago and see me doing the exact same thing. Obviously, I made some tweaks here and there, because I'm always refining the strategy, always bettering myself. But yeah, so this is some of the trades that I've been looking at for the week ahead. So yes, so this is some of the trades that I've been in. We're in for this week, and we're going to be holding these to obviously our take profits and stuff like that. So obviously, I'm not going to suggest you to enter it now once it's already left the region, because you know, if this does turn around and get stopped, it will stop you out, but we'll get stopped at break even. So you'll be taking a loss, whereas we won't take a loss on this. So I'm not suggesting for everyone to take any of these trades. This is just basically a weekly roundup of the trades that we've been in, and just to give you an idea of what you actually get within the member zone. I basically called every single one of these, and I given the regions to look for and what to look for, and we entered all these. So you know, 5.4%. Price is currently $49.99 per month, and that's staying the same for current members. It's not going to change. So you know, if you're going to join now, because for any new members after the next coming months, it's going to go up again, because it's just, you know, supply and demand. So yeah, if you're thinking of joining, do join up. But if you guys do just come here for the free content, I would really suggest joining up now, because I'm going to stop doing it, because I'm moving into different projects, and the content that I give out here is I think too good for free, to be honest with you. So this is just a weekly roundup. This is probably what's going to be taken over for the weeks to come. Every week's just going to be a weekly review of how we've performed within the members student zone. Just because you guys can keep tabs and see what's going on, and just it kind of shows you what we've got going on here. So yeah, if you want to get involved, DM me on Instagram at KFX___ or Kane.Fernando. We've got 225 members. Hopefully going to get some more in the next coming weeks. I've got some stuff coming out, other projects, moving to bigger office, expanding, all that good stuff. So yeah, if you guys want to get involved, DM me on Instagram. If you are new here, do subscribe. If you already subscribed, do leave a like and put post notifications on. So yeah guys, thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you next week.